is all stuff that's going to be coming up in update 0.9.8. So what is
This is all the new update coming in.
Like a box. I don't see it.
Hopefully it looks pretty sick.
You have the stream open? Okay. So the first thing
0.9.8
is a new collection that's coming out for our anniversary in update 0.9.8.
Yeah, it looks pretty okay.
It will be coming in a very nice
All the stuff.
set of boxes. Like, I mean, our anniversary boxes are always looking very, very cute, and the collection is.
Yes. So, yeah, a new collection. And then.
Or you can see it's all still working in progress.
Actually, I'm gonna probably.
And let's see how it goes.
I'm gonna get this up so I can give you some more details on what we're gonna look at as well. So in honor of our birthday, we're also going to
design the table as well.
Once over to our designers table. We know it's one of the like one of the crowd favorites, and we thought it's a nice option to turn this into something a little bit festive. So you'll see some differences there.
Hopefully,
it's quite nice.
That all looks pretty cool.
Then
I love the board.
Yes. And then we have something else exciting. We have a new dockyard event.
A new dockyard's coming. How cool is that? Instead of steel, they're gonna give you research points if you 100% complete it before you complete all the other stuff.
No, it isn't. So it's going to be a USS.
So you get steel instead of. You get research points instead of steel. I mean, it looks like a cruiser too. Looks pretty cool.
So
we'll just have to wait and see how much it's going to be to grind it. So tier 12 looks pretty cool.
There'll be a few changes. So there'll be a couple of different rules. For example, for complete.
Let's see what they say.
You'll be able to get a 100,000 free XP, which is
100,000.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, we tried to explain this. Actually, read it on. I had to do this several times. Because in the way we did the rewards for the directives in the current Hamburg dockyard is they're basically placeholders, right? We know you want the ship, and the more stuff that's going to be inside of the directives, you know, with all of the milestones, the missions, and so on, if we bloat it up with more and more stuff, because, you know, that is for us then...
The directives look pretty cool, I guess. Like, all the stuff you'll get, the directive stuff, like, 18 looks, you get 5 containers. 5 you get 7,500. 10 looks you get commander XP. That's yeah. 17 looks cool. You get 777 free XP or whatever the number is. I can't remember.
20 phases. Each shipbuilding phase can be completed by finishing directives, or just like right now by spending 1,750 doubloons per phase.
1,700.
Once more, you can complete 18 out of 20 shipbuilding phases by finishing the directives without using doubloons. So, same as before, you would need to purchase 2 doubloon phases at whatever point you decide to do that to get the anchorage at the end of the event. Basically the same setup.
Yes. Yes, with a few small differences. One of them being that right now with Odin, if you went ahead and purchased Odin, basically in the
here we go.
For each of the additional stages that you completed above what you needed to get Odin, you got a reward of steel. In this next
Doesn't say research points.
In this next dockyard, you'll be getting 600 research points for every additional stage that you complete. And if you did not yet have access to the research bureau, it will automatically unlock as soon as you get the first research points from there. Cool. There's also going to be some other stuff. So there'll, of course, be a nice bonus for winning. So you're going to get a nice little reward, a little snowflake, and it's going to work just like we did in similar in previous years, where you can get anniversary camouflages, some gift containers.
We'll see if the tier 8 cruise will be good.
There's also, we don't have an asset for this to talk about, but maybe we should also quickly talk about the
level 19 you get 10,000
I mean, we already
coal.
talked about this on the dev blog if you've paid attention.
12 looks good and 17.
Of is going to be a new temporary battle type with an uneven distribution of ships per team. So it's an asymmetric.
Ooh.
We've talked about this before, but the core idea is, one team will consist of a small number of ships, of tier 7, tier 8 ships, and the other team will consist of a greater number of ships, but they're going to be tier 5, tier 6. And you will be just able to freely enter this with, for example, tier 5, tier 6 ships. But if you want to be on the top tier side, you will have to use a new temporary resource, battle tokens, which are received by playing this battle type. So you would basically go into the battle. In the beginning, you're only able to do this with tier 5, tier 6. You're in the bigger but lower tier team, and then by playing, you will unlock this new temporary resource, and then you will use this to basically be in the top tier. But this means you will always have to also go back to playing low tier. So it should be nicely distributed.
Yeah, you will have to earn the chance to go ham on the.
A new game mode coming soon.
Exactly, and I'm really looking forward to this because it's something different, right? And the balancing is then happening with.
See how it goes. It might be like
quite interesting and something different.
we'll find out if it's good with the
Should be good fun. Who will be at the top tier in the beginning? Bots?
1.8
Maybe it will be wargaming stuff?
test server.
That's not all, right?
Here we go. Now the
there's
new
gonna be
ships.
new permanent camouflages. So on the one side, there's going to be this epochal style.
Oh, camouflages, then the ships after.
Any tier 9 ship. This is going to be a reward for.
That looks pretty good. It's like
and collection. And oh yes, there's going to
the
be
indigenous Americans.
And the other one should
Indigenous.
also be, a skin that will be your reward if you
Oh,
complete
yeah.
the USS Anchorage via the dockyard. I think it looks pretty snazzy.
Looks pretty cool.
Come off for battle and go to battle stations.
Did you already talk about the new campaign?
We didn't talk about the campaign yet, no?
But we mentioned that.
There's a new campaign coming too.
It's going to be called the 5 Ages of Navy, just like the collection. And,
1.8 is gonna be 0.9.8 is gonna be pretty cool stuff.
Time for premium ship number 1.
Here we go, premium ship.
Is this one? It is the USS Oklahoma. Now, to me, that baby looks like a Texas.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm an idiot.
It's basically like in between Texas and New Mexico / Arizona.
Okay, so it is.
It's like 3
with
guns
class battleship. It has
at the front
10
and 2 at
range
the
56mm guns,
middle,
2 double and 2
and we
triple.
can't see the back
So,
yet.
like
It's kind of
It might be 3 or 2.
yeah, it's a big got a big broadside. It has features that you know from American battleships. It's got an enhanced repair capacity consumable. It's got high alpha. It's quite slow. It's got, for its tier, very good firing range, which can be buffed up to a maximum of 19.9 kilometers if you pick the upgrade, and she can fight quite well at long distances. And in close range combat, she's got a decent and beefy secondary suit to give you a little bit of help as well. You will be able to find detailed stats of USS Oklahoma on the dev blog in approximately 1 hour.
So all the dev blog now will have all the
And
stats and whatnot. And here's the tier
Should I push that?
8, I think.
Okay, and this is the one you've been waiting for. Do you wanna talk about this?
Sure. Okay. So we are
The new
planning
Belfast.
to bring Belfast
But they
back,
sort of
but not in the way you expected probably. No, we're going to reintroduce
nerfed
Belfast
it.
in the 1943 configuration on tier 8.
Yeah, 43.
So Belfast 1943 represents the town class light
Before the
cruiser
Americans
that
come in.
appeared the year 1943. Her model differs from the one of the Belfast that you know in the game, and having a higher number of dual-purpose guns and AA mounts, and a slightly different superstructure geometry, and a fighter catapult. The ship is equipped still with 12 152mm guns with HE, so that stays the same. It does get torpedo armament with the ability to launch individual torpedoes, has decent concealment, and it actually gets the proper British smoke. It's going to be a short burst smoke generator consumable, and it does keep a surveillance radar with 9 kilometers.
They said it's been a bit
detection.
nerfed.
So, with
It's like a whole different than Belfast.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of.
So that should be a decent combination. Good concealment,
All the collectors will get that.
The The smoke is actually going to be fun to play with
Collectors!
because it's not that super long smoke, but it gives you the opportunity to use it more often. And yeah, overall, I think this is a nice way to bring Belfast back in a way that can also stay there and gives players the opportunity to get her back. Obviously, this is all work in progress, and this is the current design. They will go into testing, and then we'll probably have to make some tweaks left and right.
Yeah, it's all working. You just have to wait.
Get her to testing.
I guess if you're a
We'll see
CC,
her
you'll be
announcing
testing it.
battles, starting with the next update, where she'll be undergoing her sea trials to make sure she's not broken.
Yes.
In either direction. But I'm very much looking forward to this because we also, we acknowledge how important Belfast is as the only remaining large ship in the UK from the time, and it's just nice to be able to be able to do something with her again, which is fantastic. We will now open the floor for questions about what we have talked about.
So that's it. Thanks for watching and peace. What? Yeah, all that stuff was sick. So I'm out. Thanks a lot and peace.